Hello guys, RetroKrystal here, and today I was able to gain access to Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming game, Grounded. Now, Obsidian is one of the many Microsoft studios and is very well known for its other games such as The Outer Worlds. Now, I have played this game a little bit before, back at XO19, but this time I was lucky enough to get into the demo via the Insider Hub, which you can find on the Xbox Store. The demo itself is about 30 minutes long and allows players to explore and have a lot of freedom to do whatever they want within that time frame. So let's take a look into a quick overview of the demo, what we can expect to find, and frankly, a whole lot of nope creatures. The game seems to have something which I am yet to see elsewhere, the ability to turn acrophobia off. This is an awesome touch, and I love that it does warn the players whilst having 5 various options, monitoring both the sound and imagery of the spider, which makes it a lot more suitable to your own personal sensitivity. Along with these settings, I do want to warn that I do have the whole video settings for the spiders on full, so if you are afraid of spiders, you may want to turn the volume down or skip various sections. Within the settings, the rest of the accessibility options are just your normal key bindings, display and audio adjustments that you find in any game, and I've just left them on default. So you start off a little lost in the middle of nowhere before escaping out to a landscape giving you that Honey I Shrunk the Kids vibe, before coming across what looks like to be a bit of a science tent. It appears that this gives you the ability to analyse any items which are found, which then unlocks further items or more so objects which become usable or much needed in the future. During the demo, I did find an antenna which would appear in the bottom left and would seem to have this increasing beep sound when you got closer and closer to one of these tents, so definitely keep a lookout for this. Within the game, as the player, you aren't the only thing that's oddly sized. You will come across items which appear 10 times the normal player size, a baseball, a can of soda, or even a nice juice box. And the best thing about these giant objects is that they can often become landmarks to help you navigate this giant land, and was one of the many things which I used to sort of find objects and find my way around. Whilst playing the demo, I did come across this really cool looking machine. At first I was curious if it was an engine, but it became more apparent that it seemed to be some sort of radio but electric looking machine. Although I played the demo fully twice, I never did manage to figure out how to activate that thing. So I guess for now, the mystery lives on. Whilst you explore, the player must also maintain their health and hydration, which is shown via the icons on the bottom left. However, I did often forget about these till my health began to drain, and truthfully at that point, it is far too late. So don't forget to always stock up on mushrooms or try to craft other health or food items alongside knowing where your nearest water source is. On my second playthrough of the demo, I also noticed that I did unlock items such as a cantina, which was very useful for carrying extra sources of water. Alongside this, I like how the game gets a little crafty. For example, I would often see droplets of water amongst the leaves up above, which only seem to be accessible if you nudged or attacked the leaves themselves to enable the droplets to fall for you to slurp up. The best moment about this was I actually uncovered this feature when I saw the bugs themselves trying to access the droplets, and knowing that they were just surviving as much as I was. Along to the crafting, this is shown via the various menus or ability wheel. The ability wheel holds sets of items which you need straight away, such as food, an axe, torch or various weapons, but you can seem to change this as you craft more durable items, as during my travels it appears that some forms of grass structures could only be broken via a level 2 axe. The crafting menus seem to show the various items which you have either already found, can craft with the items you have in your inventory, or will show you the information on where to locate any specific resources you may need to craft any further items, such as a wall or axe. Crafting appears to play a big part in this game, and I'm excited to see where this knowledge grows once the game releases, as I felt that honestly in the demo I only got a very small touch of the whole library of objects. But here comes the fun part of the demo. Survival. You must protect, you must attack, but most of all, don't forget your backpack. Explore, salvage items, protect and build your way up, as the creatures you come across aren't necessarily the friendliest. During the demo, I proactively avoided all creatures as I didn't want to spend my time dying, which would happen a lot, and then respawning at my starting location or nearest lean-on, which is your bed respawn point in the game. However, sometimes you have no choice, especially as night falls and all the insects come alive. I'll be minding my own business, just walking around when BAM! A threat will appear, and let's just say those spiders are the biggest nopes I have ever come across. I didn't even want to dare attempt to fight one, and instead would honestly just flee and run away in the hope that they would leave me alone and I could continue my journey without them. However, what I did try to do instead to protect myself was build my own base. Truthfully, I actually wanted to try and build something to see if I could lure a spider, since during my first gameplay, I had found a lure trap item which I could build. So during my second gameplay, I decided that was going to be my aim. Although instead, I did just make the most basic base you have ever seen. It was pretty simple, and I was happy with it, and it made a cute little respawn location, and all I was missing was a cozy campfire. But at least overall, I managed to finish the demo with a small place I could call my own, and hopefully keep myself safe from anything that would appear at night. I had a lot of fun with the demo, and 30 minutes was totally not enough for me, as I could really have spent another couple of hours just building my base alone. I would say give the demo a few goes and use each session to explore a new area of the map, as when I compared with a friend, it turns out we'd both seen different landmark items and even come across different enemies during our travels. So there's a lot more to explore and find. I'm excited for the full reveal and can't wait to get stuck in, especially when co-op is available, as I do want to start building the ultimate and maybe better shaped base. Oh, and one last thing. If you come across the anthill and it looks like the perfect thing to jump into and explore, it is not. Whatever you do, don't go in there and you'll thank me later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below which sort of objects and creatures you came across during your explorations too, and I will see you guys later.